Hello and welcome everyone, I'm TheSparrowsJourney. We are playing WildStar, or I'm playing WildStar while you are enjoying me watching play WildStar. Now it's been a long time since I uploaded anything from WildStar, so I really thought I would need some presence of WildStar, especially to celebrate the open beta that is the current state of the game as of now, from 8th of May to 18, if I'm not mistaken. We will be able to play WildStar without paying a dime, so please enjoy the moment and try this beautiful MMO if it's your taste and if you want to bet on it in the future. Right now, this video is just about laid out playing style and announcing a couple of things, the things that I have planned for WildStar. Now, I'm about to leave the first part of the initial area of WildStar, and I'm gonna do something that not too many people notice. There's two areas where you can travel to after the first initial area. There's the Northern Wilds, and there's WildStar Grove. I've never been on the WildStar Grove, that I am playing as the Exiles, if you haven't noticed yet. So let's get into my ship and get the hell out of here.
Shuttle 2, y'all are clear to launch. I hear tell WildStar Grove's just about the prettiest place on Nexus, which ain't surprising, since it's named after Queen Mariala herself. You see her, tell her I said hi.
So I've been on the Northern Wilds, and it's a freezing ice cold place, which I don't really enjoy, that kind of atmosphere. So I'm really hoping this part of the world is much prettier. There you go. Green places with a lot of trees. This is what I like. Even though this is most likely the place for this terrible, punny, stupid looking race, which I don't really like on the Exiles. And I think it's about time that I announce something. I am gonna choose the Exiles to play WildStar, mainly because I feel the Dominion are too much the dark side of the Force, something along that kind of mood. I'm gonna talk with Trooper Tekag.
Checking in, pal.
Looks like you made it in one piece. Hope you enjoyed the ride because break time is over. There's a lot to do and not enough time to do it all. Welcome to the planet completed. Welcome to WildStar Grove. I knew there was at least one other Granok on that ship. Good thing too, because these Orin need us. Orin, that's the name of the race that I really am not really pleased to play side by side. Go talk to the Fenra Skytree, see what she needs done. I'll report to her right away.
Get a move on.
Now, in World of Warcraft, I avoided the Alliance, mainly why suddenly the contrast in the game went to the top. I mainly avoided the Alliance in World of Warcraft because of the gnomes. I hated that race. It looked so fragile, so goddamn terrible that I avoided to play the Alliance. And there was not too many races I really liked on the Alliance side. Because in the Horde, I had the Orcs that I really loved. And more recently, I had the Goblins. Who doesn't want to play a Goblin, right? And in WildStar, I don't like the mood of the Dominion. They feel like they're being forced to do stuff. They're playing for one big common goal, which is ruling the world. But they are being forced. They have rules that they get implied on them to comply and follow, and I don't like that. I like freedom. I like to do whatever I want in a freaking game. I don't like a guy that thinks he's the master of them all to tell me, you go here, you kill those guys because that's what we need to do to rule the world. Fuck that. I'm gonna play the Exiles because of that thing. The second announcement I would like to say is that I want to play the Warrior and I want to play the Spellslinger. Now, this is something I really want to do, but if there's something I still don't know, it's which one is gonna be my main. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play the Warrior or the Spellslinger as my main. Now, for the missions, I want to be an explorer, spellslinger, and a soldier warrior because that's what makes the most sense. The problem is, I think the explorer mission or the explorer path is much more interesting than the soldier one. So far, what I've played. Because playing as an explorer, you can... Oh, what is this? Rapidly tap key.
I give you my heartfelt gratitude.
I'm doing this without a brain. I'm speaking and I'm not thinking what I'm about to do. So the explorer has things like jumping puzzles. They have things like go here and discover what is about to happen with this world. Secret stuff. Things that remind you about the real world. Easter eggs. Things like that. It's much more fun than just soldier missions where you get to a point and you have to kill everything around that point. I know there's people that enjoy this, and I don't blame them. But I enjoy much more a mission that tells me to do something I'm not expecting, and that's exactly what happens with the Explorer. For that reason alone, I am more keen to play my Spellslinger as main. Now, I will play the human Spellslinger, and I will play a Granok Warrior, but I can only focus one in order to bring you good and high-end content. So I'm still not sure what my main will be. What the hell is happening with these high contrast moments? I think it's those beasts. I gotta kill Mistwing Shredders and Mistwing Boomers while rescuing the Exiles. So Mistwing Shredders and Mistwing Boomers is right about these guys. Still don't have too many skills because I'm still level 3. I just started the open beta. So that's about it. There will be a reset after the open beta, so don't be too concerned of what you do in this open beta. I'm just having the opportunity to see how do I want my characters to look like, because you can save the code and that's pretty cool. That's amazing. You can save the code and paste it when the game launches. Oh my god, this guy is harder. You can paste it on a box when the game launches and have the character looking exactly as it looks when you're about to set it up. These are traps. Wow. I've never been here, so I'm not really sure what is happening, but I enjoy this part more than the Northern Wilds. These guys are fighting each other. I'm gonna help them out. Oh my god, it both turned to me. That's not fair. Boom, done. So June is about in the corner, so we will have WildStar pretty soon. I still have to kill these bastards. And what I basically have planned for WildStar is I don't want to do the same mistake that I did with Guild Wars 2, which was basically starting 30 alts and not focusing on one character alone. What happened is that... Do I have to kill these ones as well? No. Only Shredders and Boomers. There's one there. Consequently, and repeatedly creating ults really delayed my progress in the game. So what basically happened is that everyone was doing high-end stuff while I was still leveling up my 100 ult. So what I want to do with WildStar is focusing on one character only. That's why I'm having such a hard time to... Well, let's complete this soldier mission. I'm having a hard time to decide which main I want to focus on, because it's a really big decision. And I want to bring you high-end content. I don't want to stay behind and delay my videos and my content that follows. Especially because WildStar is more like World of Warcraft than Guild Wars 2, in a sense that you will have raids, you will have gear progress, I will even have to get a guild at some point to raid and to group up. To make it easier. I'm looking for an English... Oh my god, it's a big one. Fierce Miss Branch Team Dragon. I'm looking for an English guild. Not a Portuguese one, which is my language. Just because it's easier if I want to record anything. It's better to have English in the screen than just Portuguese. Okay, this one is completed. This is about what I've got so far with soldier missions. It's just getting to one point and hold that point while some friendly characters like these ones research the area or do something like it. I don't like the fact that these two guys turn at you when you get close to them. They are fighting each other. They should continue fighting each other. I'm not their biggest enemy, am I? Still have to kill a couple of these. There's a lot of time to experience the game until you have 10 days, which, if you ask me, it's enough time for you to get to level 20 or 25 if you play 2 hours a day or something like that. The game is also pretty straightforward. When you leave the second starting area, which is this one, you should get to level 15, and by then you should already have a good idea, a good picture of how the game rolls. What I'm targeting right now is to know a little bit more about the Exile side, because I've played a lot in the Dominion side. I'd reached level 15 with my Spell Slinger. And there we go. I didn't like the dark side of the Force they have. I compare it to Star Wars because that's really the mood I get. The Exiles are the light side of the Force because they're kind, they are in peace somewhat. Speak to Lucy Lazarine. And they're trying to thrive, while the Dominion just gets here and think they're the lords of this place.
Illuminate me.
It is of utmost importance that we help my father establish communication with the ancient tree Eldroot. I am grateful. Another exile has survived the sudden onslaught of the forest. What could have caused such sudden hostility? I want to know too. Eldroot is an ancient tree that possesses the knowledge of the Elden. We wish to speak with it, but require sigil mushrooms. Okay, I don't mind picking mushrooms. I actually do mind, but I'm entitled to bigger quests. Okay, I'll do it anyway. I guess the Orans should target to come to this place, because they will enjoy it more. It's their race's place. While some people might like the northern one. To be honest, I'm more and more inclined to go to the northern after all. Just because picking up mushrooms... Is this hazard? Will they bite me? Ah, they will! The teleporter is just up ahead. Step on the platform and it will take you straight to the place where I need to grab the mushrooms, probably. Let's get to it. I think I made it too much bulky Ganrock. So you can choose between different type of bodies. I think my one is a little bit too bulky. And to this face, I would rather have another face, but this is the one I got so far. I want to build this sort of general warrior. If you look closely, could even make it even better, but if you look closely, it almost looks like I have a helmet in my head. Which I don't, this is just my rocky face. Okay, picking mushrooms. Wow, this is interesting. I need to kill these ones as well, they have a quest mark on them. So far where I've played, between the Spell Slinger and the Warrior. Oh, they drop the mushrooms as well. The Spell Slinger looks much more fun to play as well. With the charging shot. This is a Esler or something like that. I haven't never played that. Oh, look at that. This is gross. By picking a main, it doesn't mean that I cannot level the other one at the same time. It's just that I really want to focus one character now on WildStar and get to the highest level as fast as possible. I will also avoid to do this kind of sort of let's play that I did with Guild Wars 2. I did it with Guild Wars 2 because mainly I was releasing content that people could not play at the same time. I would play on the weekends and release content during the week while the beta wasn't accessible. On WildStar, however, things got a little bit different. I mainly aim to record a couple of videos sometimes for you to know some sort of report. There's another quest. The serum is the life. So I have to gather, extract Vitalis serum. Okay. I mainly aim to give you reports of how my character development is going. I can... Oh, this was a player. I was trying to resuscitate it, but it went away, released her soul. And then, you know, maybe dungeons, maybe raids, maybe interesting stuff, guides for... there you go. If I play the Explorer path, the Explorer path has much more potential for guides than the Soldier one. The Soldier is just to get to one place and kill stuff. Polite man. This is the other race. This is a medic. This is the other race, which I can't recall the name, honestly. They are sort of mechanical infected creatures. Well, they are not the mechanical, but the mechanical are the ones at the Dominion. These are creatures that got infected, and they joined the Exiles against the Dominion. Okay, now I have to go back. And I aim to have a medic with that race, but phew, that's along the way into the future after I get my warrior and my spell slinger. This is... I'm terrible at this. In MMOs you try to plan stuff and you end up doing exactly the opposite. But there's one thing about the human race that I want to tell you, and it's somewhat true. The first pick is always the one with a higher chance of you liking it. So for the first week of the first beta weekend that I played, I chose the Dominion and I played as a spell slinger. Now, choosing the spell slinger would be a good idea. Report to Victor Lazarin. It's too far. What? I had to deliver this to that guy. Oh well. Okay, the checkpoint changed. But if you think about it, the faction is a really important decision, because it will matter in every aspect you play into an MMO. So I don't think it's really bad if it's not your first pick, because at first you don't really know much about a faction. Why is this guy throwing stuff? He will hit me. Enraged Grove Guardian. Okay, that should be avoided. Inspect. Trampled under hoof. This orange satchel contains food meant to calm the dawn grazers. I haven't read the remaining text. Maybe I should have.
This day is just terrible.
Because I didn't get any quest, I think, from it. I'm gonna get to the next point and end the video because I don't want to spoil anything. I actually am trying not to spoil too much myself. I'm trying to skip a lot of the quest text because I want to keep it to the head start. Let's see. Okay, the other guy is up there. I think this is the first place where a taxi is placed. Might be wrong, might be correct. I think I'm wrong. Yeah, I thought there would be a taxi here, but it isn't. Okay, guys, this is my sort of report of the open beta and the announcements of what I've picked, the faction, the classes, what I'm about to do, etc, etc. I hope you enjoyed. I'm TheSparrowsJourney and this is WildStar. I'll see you next time. Please comment, subscribe, and thumbs up. All helps. Bye bye.